The upcoming presidential election is highlighting each candidate's business dealings, particularly with China. Hunter Biden's foreign affairs have been in the news lately, but what about President Trump? And listed among the emails published by the New York Post, a former business partner of Hunter Biden. He said that Joe Biden was aware of and involved in his son's deal with China. Welcome to China in Focus. I'm Tiffany Meyer. With the election fast approaching, the candidates' business dealings coming under the spotlight. Hunter Biden's business dealings with China in the news a lot recently. And now a report by the New York Times delves into President Trump's business ties to China. According to the report, Trump kept a bank account in China while doing business projects in the area. The account is controlled by Trump International Hotel Management. The New York Times says Trump paid nearly $200,000 in taxes from 2013 to 2015. That's according to an analysis from his tax records. Outside of the U.S., Trump has bank accounts in China, Britain, and Ireland. The Trump Organization attorney Alan Garten told the New York Times the account was for the purpose of doing business in the area. He added it's been inactive since 2015, although it is still open. According to the report, Trump's tax records show he invested close to $200,000 in 5 companies aimed at pursuing deals in China. The New York Times pointed to a large spike in revenue in 2017, an amount numbering in the millions. At $17.5 million, it was more than the previous 5 years combined. Trump withdrew $15.1 million. The reason given for the large revenue was management fees and other contract payments. Bloomberg reported that a big event that happened that year was the buyout of the Soho Hotel in New York, numbering around $6 million. According to the Trump Organization attorney, the buyout was a significant portion of that year's revenue. He added the remaining money had no ties to China. A person describing himself as Hunter Biden's former business partner said Joe Biden was involved in a deal between his son and China. According to a statement obtained by the Epoch Times, Tony Bobulinski, CEO of a company called Sinohawk Holding, said that Mr. Biden is the big guy mentioned in one of his son's leaked emails. The email says the big guy will get 10% from a proposed compensation package from Chinese energy conglomerate CEFC. Bobulinski said his own holding company is a partnership between CEFC's military-linked chairman, Xi Jinping, and the Biden family. According to a corporate filing with the Delaware Secretary of State, Sinohawk Holdings LLC was formed on May 15, 2017, 2 days after the leaked email in question. The CEO said that he has extensive relevant records and communications, and he turned them over on Wednesday to 2 U.S. Senate committees that requested it. The CEO's name was listed as a recipient of the emails leaked from Hunter's computer and previously published by the New York Post. He wrote to the Epoch Times from the same email address as the one listed in the leaked email. In the statement, Bobulinski said, quote, "I realized the Chinese were not really focused on a healthy financial return on investment. They were looking at this as a political or influence investment." He claims that Hunter often addresses Biden as big guy and frequently asks Biden for his sign-off or advice on various potential deals. The CEO said he doesn't have a political axe to grind, but just saw behind the Biden curtain and grew concerned with it. He asks the Biden family to address the American people and outline the facts so that he himself doesn't have to answer questions for them. In a Tuesday interview with an ABC affiliate station, Joe Biden was asked whether Hunter and the rest of the Biden family has profited off the Biden name. The former vice president said none whatsoever.
This is the same garbage Rudy Giuliani, Trump's henchman. It's a last-ditch effort.
The Biden campaign told Fox News that they have released Biden's tax documents. They do not show involvement with any Chinese investments. Hunter Biden's former business partner, Bevan Cooney, was reportedly transferred out of his prison cell on Tuesday out of concern for his safety. He is currently serving a prison sentence for fraud. That's according to Breitbart News. The outlet claims to have received 26,000 emails from Comey that detail his business operations with Hunter Biden and others. In response to the recent news, Cooney's family told the outlet that they were extremely concerned given the nervousness gleaned from Cooney's reaction. They hope that he can be in protective custody. Cooney previously told the conservative news outlet that he believes he is the fall guy for Hunter Biden's dealings. Fox News say they have obtained an email sent from James Biden, Joe Biden's brother, to Hunter Biden. The email, titled Phase 1 Domestic Contacts Projects, contains names of prominent U.S. politicians, and just underneath an introduction to infrastructure-related projects. It is unclear if any of the politicians were ever contacted by Beijing about the projects. The email is not related to the leaked ones from Hunter Biden's laptop. NTD cannot independently verify the authenticity of the email. The Trump administration approved the sale of advanced weaponry to Taiwan. The package is worth about $2 billion and would have a major impact on the U.S.-China relationship.
The United States and Taiwan agreed to a major new arms deal. The $1.8 billion package would see Taiwan buy sensors, missiles, and artillery. The U.S. State Department said it's to allow Taiwan to improve its defense capabilities and maintain political stability. Taiwan has thanked the U.S. for its support as it faces escalating rhetoric of war from the Chinese Communist Party. The Chinese regime has opposed the sale and threatened retaliation Thursday, without detailing what form retaliation may take. In the past, the Chinese regime has sanctioned U.S. companies for selling weapons to Taiwan. The democratically ruled island nation is claimed by the Chinese Communist regime and has long been a key point of tension. In recent years, the Trump administration has ramped up support for Taiwan through other arms sales and visits by senior U.S. officials. NTD News.
Next, we take a look inside the Chinese Communist Party, or CCP. U.S. officials now call Xi Jinping General Party Secretary instead of Chinese President. There is a reason. In China, there are two ruling systems supported by tax money: the government, and on top of that, there is the Communist Party system. From the government to enterprises, the education sector, the medical sector, and from the metropolis to remote villages. The CCP party's branches are everywhere in China. Its leader, secretary of the party, is beyond any administrative personnel. Their job is to make sure that everyone's thoughts are in line with the thoughts of the party, and to expel universal values such as freedom and democracy, using all kinds of means. In 2016, the CCP admitted that it's not supported by its party's member fees, but rather by the government budget, meaning taxpayers' money. As early as 2005, Jia Guobiao, former associate professor of journalism from Beijing University, published an article on BBC. Its headline is "The CCP Party Secretary is China's Thought Police." He revealed some carefully calculated figures. He estimates there are around 50 million party secretaries and deputies from all levels in China, taking up nearly 4% of China's population. These numbers are likely to have grown over the last 15 years, since Xi Jinping ordered the CCP branches to be established in listed companies, private companies, and even foreign companies. The CCP never provided any numbers. The CCP is like an organization that is additionally attached to the Chinese society. And that's all for today's China in Focus. Thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow.